next we have Anne, who is the Associate Vice President of Learning Tech at IU Bloomington, and she's going to give us some inspiration about what it means to bring AI into rural communities.
Thank you so much for having me. So I always like to consider myself a temporarily retired elementary school teacher, teaching first grade, and that was my initial jam. But moving up through Indiana University has given me a lot of really great opportunities, especially to work with many of our rural communities. So I want you to imagine a world where technology doesn't just solve problems, solve technical problems, but it solves human problems. Now imagine students using technology to make their community, to make their lives better, and to address the challenges that they face every single day. So today I'm excited to share how young minds in rural communities are using AI not just as a tool, but as a way to connect to things that matter most and create a lasting change within their communities. From healthcare to agriculture, from mental health to local businesses, these students are using AI to make a difference in their own backyard. At Indiana University, we've been working alongside teachers across rural areas throughout Indiana to empower students to learn about and apply AI to their local context. We've worked on AI ethics, machine learning, natural language processing, and even AI planning in order to get students to really consider what are the problems that matter to them, what are the problems in their everyday community, and how can AI be used to solve those. So I'm going to take you through 3 stories of students who used AI to solve problems that directly impact their rural communities. And these aren't stories just about technology. These are stories about empowerment, connection, and transformation. So the first story sets place with a middle school students in rural Indiana. And in rural communities, elderly individuals in particular face tough decisions to either stay at home with their pets and with their loved ones, or to move away into a nursing home away from them. And so that dilemma is something that all of us have seen in our own families. So middle school students decided to take this challenge on and designed a prototype for what might be used as a smart home. They used simple sensors and AI technology to help elderly residents stay safe, independent, and connected to their community without leaving home. And they did this by having a system that monitors safety with fall sensors, tracking their pets' needs, and even developing companionship through AI-driven voice assistants. I know, insert the aw here, right? They didn't just solve a technical problem, they solved the emotional problem of loneliness, helping these elderly individuals live comfortably in their homes with the pets that they love. So this project shows us that at the heart of what AI can do is helping people live their best lives by making technology work for them. And they learned that technology can make a real difference in their community, and more importantly, they showed how local solutions created by people who understand the area, are often most effective. The next one I want to talk about is a 5th grade chatbot. So as students grow more independent, they often face questions that might be too awkward or uncomfortable to ask their parents, or they think their parents don't know what they're doing. So what did these 5th grade students do? Especially in the rural, tight-knit rural communities, it can feel especially isolating. So these 5th graders built an AI chatbot to create a safe, anonymous space for their peers to ask questions that they wouldn't feel comfortable asking anyone else. And it used language like skibbity, sigma, slay, all the things that they like to include in their vernacular, so that it spoke in their language and they could ask questions, everything from schoolwork to personal concerns. And it wasn't just about the technology, it was about creating a place where their friends could find guidance and comfort where they felt too shy or uncertain to approach an adult. The really fascinating part of this particular instance was when students got answers like, should 5th graders date? And the chatbot said, sure. They went back in and coded that AI chatbot to say, that's not appropriate, that's not okay for it to do that. And there were other instances where they asked a question and they didn't like the response that the AI chatbot had. So what they ended up doing was coding this, but this also got them to reconsider, my ideas, my bias is now included in this system. What does that mean for other individuals or other cultures where maybe it's okay for a 5th grade student to date? So this was a really great opportunity for them to think about how AI isn't just solving the problems, but how they are influencing the voice of these particular tools. So the third example that I have to share with you was about helping rural businesses. And so rural businesses face particular challenges of trying to maintain their economic impact. They often struggle with marketing, and they don't have resources that big cities might be able to offer. But what if AI could level that playing field? So students in a rural school took on the challenge of helping some of the small businesses in their area with social media campaigns and marketing strategies. They analyzed customer data, they created targeted ads, and they helped local businesses reach more people without spending large amounts of money on marketing. So this wasn't just about helping businesses survive, it was about helping them thrive in a digital world. And the students not only helped out their local economy, but they also gained valuable experience in digital marketing and data analysis. These small businesses are often the backbone of many rural communities, and AI can give those businesses a fighting chance to compete and grow. And these students, they proved that with the right tools, they can change and drive real economic change in their communities, ensuring that their communities thrive long after they graduate. So all of these projects that I've mentioned, they're not just about coding or technology, they're about community, empathy, and finding solutions to challenges that rural areas are facing every day. They show that AI can empower students to create change in the places that they love, whether it's helping the elderly, living independently and not having to listen to your parents, or boosting small businesses. So what can we learn from these students? That no matter where you come from, no matter what resources you have, you can harness the power of AI to improve your world and your local community. The next generation of innovators isn't just in big cities, they're in our rural communities, making a difference, one AI-powered solution at a time. And perhaps most importantly, students are showing us how the solutions of tomorrow, the ones that truly matter, come from those who know their communities best. They're not just shaping their future, they're keeping their community alive with their ideas, their passion, and their creativity.